What encouraged you to make this documentary about your mom?
Oh man, I have always wanted to tell this story because my mother is a survivor. She is full of joy, full of love, full of laughter, and I knew that one day I would tell her story.
Yeah, we about to get our popcorn. Aww.
You know, what I love about my mom the most is how she makes people feel so much joy in her heart. Whenever she comes in the room, it's just like everybody falls in love with her immediately. And that's just because of her pure heart and her soul. It just emulates from her. Just love for all. She embraces everyone with open arms. And it's just beautiful to see. It's beautiful to watch. I think her dancing is just the testament to the joy that she has in her heart. You know, you see the video of her dancing with this kid. We were at an event. It was Blink in Cincinnati. It's a huge art installation that they have in our downtown Cincinnati. And they have these big art installations on the buildings and on the walls. And you're out at night and you see all these, fascinating lights on these buildings. And here's my mother, listening to this music. And right when she came up to this kid, it was like immediately she just started dancing. And you see the two of them just kind of vibing and dancing together. And it was just such joy and such beauty in that. And that's Ollie. That's who you're really going to see. I think that this story is going to touch many people, whether your family member is in a nursing home and you had to struggle through COVID being separated from them. I remember having to do window visits with her, and being separated really impacted her deeply. Having to give her Christmas gifts or her birthday gifts divided by a window. It was hard. It was a very, very hard time. And I remember one particular day getting in my car and just having a moment.
My entire day.
Whether you have a family member struggling with mental illness, or a family member that has dementia, or a family member that is living in a nursing home, or know someone who's struggling with these things, or know someone who has diabetes and is a brittle diabetic like Ollie, you are going to be inspired. You are going to feel connected to Ollie, and you are going to be motivated by this story.
Scenery. Oh yeah. Where are we at? We're at Fifth Third Park now. Fifth Third Square. What are you looking at? You're looking at the waterfall.
And this story, the intention is to inspire you, to educate you, to motivate you, to help you understand what the caregivers go through on a day-to-day basis, loving a family member with dementia.
Miss you, Mommy. I love you.
Ollie is a special person, and anyone who's been affected by her loves her. Growing up, family was super important for me, extended family especially. Whether it was my grandmother or, I have this picture at home with me just kind of cradling my grandmother. It was such a special picture. And, this also picture of my mother and my father. He had this big afro, and I was just kind of sitting on his lap, and my mom was standing kind of, with her hand on his shoulder. And it's just, I love that photo. It just reminds me of how important family is. This story is about a woman who, again, is such a survivor that when life threw her lemon after lemon after lemon, she made lemonade. This story is P.S. I love you, Ollie.